All right, I'm finally ready for that wheel and tire upgrade. Um, but I didn't do what everybody else does. I didn't do 20s. I didn't do 22s or 24s. These are 18. Let's see. No, these are 16 eights. This is what came off the truck, and I am running on these as a 285/75 tire. So pretty meaty. A 33. Good tire, good rubber, and great rim has lasted me a long time. And but it was time to get something a little different. And what I chose was the stealth version of the Weld off-road wheel. And there's a couple reasons I chose this. This is an 18 by 9. Now, why didn't I do a 20? Well, the reason is because A, I'm on leaf springs. And when you tow a lot and ride a lot and you're gun down the highway a lot, it's nice to have a little extra rubber. And if I did 20, I was losing a little bit more sidewall. And I also didn't want to put run 35s. So I didn't want to have a huge rim and then have a huge sidewall on top of that, because I didn't want to change my gearing. I didn't want it hunting for gears, because for the most part I have a low tune and an open air, and it's pretty stock, and we tow 10,000 pounds with it. And I just wanted it to run nice and cool like it does up and down the hills. And so I wanted a wheel that's about the same diameter of what I had on the old wheels, but you know, a little girthier, a little meatier. These are also, what's cool about these rims is they are flow formed, so they're kind of like a forged wheel, and they're lightweight, like 29 pounds, which is nothing. The tires are a Vicky Thompson Baja Boss, and the reason I chose those is they had the size I needed, for one, and I actually like it. I mean, it's a pretty girthy looking tire. It's 12 inches wide. It's a 305/60, and I could have done a 65. Fit would be no problem. Again, though, I still wanted a little bit of a low profile tire, because even though I can go bigger, again, I didn't want to mess with my towing that much. I wanted to stay somewhat similar. And I also kind of like to highlight the rim. You put too much rubber on and then the rims get smaller. And again, I'm only doing 18s. So that's what I ended up with. I really, America's Tire hooked me up. They gave it to me cheaper than Custom Offsets did. Same with the wheels. I couldn't really complain, so I had them, took about 5 days to get them in. They threw them on. And yeah, I like them. They got a nice little bit of a poke, you know, going down. And then they've got, you know, like I said, they're pretty meaty inside and 12 inches wide, probably a little over. But yeah, I dig it. So yeah, hopefully you guys like it too. But it's definitely the upgrade I'm sticking with for now. And maybe I'll put on some big old monsters or something crazy when I just drive this truck around once in a while and I'm not towing a big old horse trailer or something like that. But for right now, I want to keep it sexy and functionable, just like me.